Hello, everyone. My name is Jean Béliveau, and it is sorry, the 5th of June, 2026. And I have this speech for you. It's called Mind, Movement, and Perception of Reality. So, today I would like to share a reflection on how I perceive the world, ideas, and the way they interact within my thinking. This is not an absolute truth imposed on others, but a personal framework of understanding, a way of to organize complexity in order to think more clearly and act more consciously. In my view, the world can be understood through different movements or perspectives. These movements are not rigid, they are not separated from one another. They can combine, overlap, or shift depending on the subject we are addressing. Sometimes one movement becomes dominant, sometimes several are equally important. And sometimes all movements interact together at different degrees of intensity. This flexibility is essential because reality itself is not always simple or linear. It is complex, dynamic, and constantly evolving. Within this structure, there are two fundamental dimensions. The first is the inner dimension. The inner dimension represents consciousness, personal perception, intuition, and the way each individual interprets reality. This is what I call the magnificus. Yep, the magnificus. The magnificus represents the inner space of reflection, choice, and personal meaning. The second dimension is the outer world. The outer world represents reality itself. No, the outer world represents reality events. Oh, yes. The outer world represents reality, events, other people, and the conditions that influence us beyond our control. Yep. That is what I call the universal sage. The universal sage is not a literal entity. It is a symbolic way of describing the totality of reality, context, and external influences. Between these two dimensions exists a constant interaction. The inner world influences how we choose our perspectives. The outer world influences which perspectives become more relevant at any given moment. Human thought therefore becomes a living space between subjectivity and reality. The movements I use to understand the world can take different levels of importance. Depending on the situation, some become central, others become secondary, and some may be nearly absent. No movement is permanently superior in all contexts. Everything depends on the situation and the nature of reality at the moment. This system is not a universal truth. Uh, it is a method of reflection, a way of organizing complexity without oversimplifying it. As long as I am, I am alive, this framework remains a way for me to understand and interact with reality. It evolves with me. It evolves with time and experience and knowledge. It is not fixed. It is alive. Regarding questions of con- continuity beyond life, I recognize that they belong to humanity's deepest philosophical and spiritual inquiries. However, they remain matters of belief and personal reflection rather than demonstrable certainty. What I seek is not to impose truth, but to build a framework that helps better understand both the world and oneself. A framework that remains open, evolving, and respectful of different perspectives. And yes, and that is all. Thank you for listening. Till next time, and good night.